Hello everybody. So I've come back on today, it's Sunday. I did my flip through of my Christmas winter journal and I don't think I'll be able to come on tomorrow, so I thought I'd come on today and do another video instead. So I've done a bit of housework, done a bit of tidying up and some sorting, and now I want to do some other bits and bobs, so I thought I'd bring you along with me. So I've got out a few little scrap pieces here. I thought I'd make some clusters. I think for me making clusters is relaxing, and I find it easy and I don't have to think too hard in terms of in terms of making the video. So I'm going to switch the light on because it's getting dark in here. It's not dark outside, it's quite sunny, but this room is quite a dark room. It's an old house and it gets quite dark. I may well use some of the fabrics that I used in the winter journal, but I'll see. I just wanted something, you know, to do, and I've got laces and various other bits and bobs I can use, so I'll make a start anyway. So I'll make little clusters, I think. Did I say that? I can't remember if I said that. Just want to grab this. So I'll cut like this. I think that's big enough for the, you know, for the base of the cluster. I've got, it's not embarrassed to show you this, but I've got this huge pile of this lace. I don't know where it came from actually, which is often the way with me. You know, I've accumulated a lot over the years and I quite often don't know where things have come from. So I think that will go across the top there, but I want to put something here first. Have some red, which is sort of like a pinky red really. I don't know if you can see that little scrap. I'll cut it and we'll see what we get from it. Oops. So I like to do sort of 3 layers, maybe with some buttons or something. I think that's a bit too much. And then if I did that over the top, that's quite nice, but now I feel this is too much. If I do it that way, does that work? Not keen. Something else. What about some gold? So these are scraps of or samples of fabrics that I got given a long time ago from a, you know, fabric sample shop thing, and you know, I've been slowly making my way through. It's impossible though because I've got so many, and I gave a lot away. I just, you know, over the years I've accumulated more than more, and I don't get any more. It's just, you know, I have more. I don't go and collect anymore. I'm going to make that a bit smaller. I just, you know, I'm using what I have now because I have such a lot. Right, I like that. I do think it needs, shall I use it that way and then put that across? And I think I will. And then cut that there, and then I think I will put an embellishment or something on it, but in the meantime I'll just add a bit of glue, and then what I'll do is then sew that once I've got, you know, a few, this is just to hold it in place while I, you know, put some more together. Oh, it's a bit thick glue there. Yeah, so that, I like that. That's quite nice, but I think it does need something else here. So I'll leave that one to dry a little bit, but I will then stitch it. So then I think I will go for something else. Oh, this is lovely. This is some vintage fabric from a lady who sells Swedish fabrics. So I'll do a small one with this one, 2 small ones maybe. Now, right, let's have a look. I do like that. That would be so nice on there. But should I have a piece of that and then that over the top? No. I think it's just going to stay a little cluster with just the lace and that. So I'm going to cut that out. Whoops, move them away. I might just fold that over like that. So I will, if I glue on this side, sorry, I don't know if I'm out of frame there. As you know, this is a problem. Yeah, so that will go there like that, and that will come down and it will give me, that's really pretty. I hope you can see that's the sequins on that. Just give it a little bit of glue around, just dot it about, and then I'll stitch it on. So that's the second one. I have some of this left. Just wondering if that would go over there. I mean, that's quite nice. Yeah, I like that. Oh, shall I try some gold? I think it goes on the red better. That's a surprise to me. Yeah, I think I prefer it on the red. Okay. I'm just going to take that little bit off the edge there. There we go. And then I think I'll cut a bigger piece. Yeah, I do like that. Again, I'll glue it on the back because yeah, that's not okay. No, it's not sticking. I think there's just not enough there, so I might have to just quickly sew that one on. Really nice that. Anyway, I'll leave it there. It's quite yes, quite nice. I like that. Should I put some of that on there? This from an old blouse of mine. Excuse me. The edging is coming off, so I might as well take it off. But I quite like. Excuse me. Quite like that there. There. That's nice there, actually. stick a little bit on. It has paper on the back, and sometimes this paper can be quite hard to get off. What I might do is, if I put some fabric behind it to make a bigger I think I'll cut that bit off there, put that on there, and that way the paper's not so much of a problem. This is pretty, but don't know how much I want showing. And then that bit was going to go across there. I feel like there's too much of this. I was trying to get the balance. I'm sure you know what I mean. Yeah, I think I'll go for that. So a bit of glue on. I'll do it across the top here. In fact, I can do it on the paper, which is handy. I won't go all the way to the top. I don't mind it being a bit on one, more on one side than the other. And and then I'll put that across. And I could, if I want, I could do it. No, I'll stick to putting it across there. I'm going to put some glue on here. It flattens it out, and it. There we go. Yeah, I like that. So that's another one. So they're quite quick to make, you know. Right, let's look for something a little bit different. I've got some green. I have this pretty green here. More of a. Oh, I'll move this out of the way because you can't see anything with that in the way. Yeah, I like this green. It's got paper on there. See if I can get some of it off. No, it's not coming off. I'll just cut this edge off. There. And I'm going to cut this edge off because I don't want two edges with the I don't mind the bottom edge of it, but I don't like both edges with those crinkle bits. That's pretty. And that's lovely as well. Let's make it a bit shorter. Yeah, that's really nice. No, this one's lovely. I mean, that on its own is lovely. So I think I'm going to go with that on its own. Yeah, I like that a lot. And again, I might put something on the top, but for now, a button or something, or beads. Very a beautiful pattern on this. Oh, put a bit too much glue there. There we go. Love that. Very simple. Got a little bit left here. Could put, maybe not that. No. I love this fabric here. That's really nice. Or this. No, needs something delicate. Right, let's look for something else then. Don't want pink. Might go with some gold. Just a tiny bit of I'm just wondering whether to put something like that here. I've got this pretty I like that. I know that's quite delicate, but would that work, having a bigger one maybe? I'm going to cut a piece off. So it's just a thought process, you know, and then going with whatever you feel is right. No, it's that small piece now. Yeah, I think I'll go with that. I'll cut that off there. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. That's an interesting piece. That's been hand dyed. I could put those two together as a floppy sort of flip with some, oh, I like that. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. Not particularly Christmassy, but I don't mind, because these are not. I mean, my mind is Christmas focused, but I don't need to be making all for Christmas. They can be for any time. If I should take a little bit of that off. Yeah, I think I will. Yeah, like that. And then that can go across there. It's like a little bit folded in. It's like a frill that's folded in. There we go. Nice, I like that. It's a bit sort of shabby. It's nice. Okay, so we've got a few. So what I might do, I'll do one more and then we'll do some, yeah, let's go with some of this. And take this edging off. Quite like that bit at the bottom there, so I might take the top there and no, not that. I think it needs to be something a little bit darker. I do like this, but just can't seem to. No, I think we'll do something else with that. Okay, so I've got that. That's nice. Yeah, I'm going to have that. I'll stick that on there, like that. Or shall it just, yeah, no, it does go that way. I'll keep it simple, I think. I don't think I need anything coming out here. No, you don't want the same colours. Although I could put a little bit of this. Oops. I could put some of that there and then some of that there and have it a sort of a layered look. That's nice. So if I glue that on. Oops, here. And just cut that bit off. Not worried about them being perfect, but you know, I don't want them looking strange either, she said. And we'll do that there. I like that a lot. Okay. Very nice. I like that. Okay, so there we go. We've got a few there to be going on with. Now, I've got my sewing. So I'll do a little bit of slow stitch. Put my glue away. Right, let's have a look. I'll just move everything over. It's quite quickly actually. They're nice. I don't mind them at all. These two are almost exactly the same. This one, did I not glue that on? I glue a little bit on. There we go. It might not stick. That could be. We'll start with this one. Right, I need a not too big a needle. That's too big. I broke a needle yesterday. I was way too, I used one that just wasn't suitable. Here's one. Yeah, that's fine. Threads. Right, needle. My scissors. I said I would start with this one, didn't I? Not happy with any of them. Oh, there we go. Yeah. I need a tiny bit. I'm just going to do a little bit of stitch across to hold everything in place. Ah, I've just realised this is quite a small. That's too small for this. A lot of these I use for different projects. I'll just use this one for, put that one back a minute. I'll use this one for this thread. It has to go through quite thick. fabric anyway, so do a little, oops. And I don't know if I'm going to put a button on this one. I'll have a think. I'll just go back. Oops. Hang on a minute, what have I done here? Yeah, I hope you like the video, you know, the flip through. Let me know what you think, if you liked, you know, the journal. Comment, but or what you liked about it, rather. I've done something silly here already. Yes, I have. I've gone through. Oh, what is wrong with me? Fingers and thumbs. It was a real joy to make. You know, having digital sometimes takes the pressure away, but having said that, it also challenges you, because you have to find ways of fitting your own materials, you know, resources in, which can be, you know, it can be a challenge. It's not always as easy as we think, you know, with digitals. But this, you know, the digitals that I use are so beautiful and perfect for what I wanted. Right, when I do slow stitching, I don't aim to have it perfect. I just stitch to, you know, just a stitch really. There we go. I'll do one more little stitch. Yeah, I like that. I like its wonkiness. But yeah, I really enjoyed it, and I will make another one. I almost started another one straight away, but then I thought, no, give yourself time to breathe and think about what you want to do with it, you know, because I don't know, I doubt I will make the same one again, although I do still have some of that locked paper left, and of course digitals you can easily print out. That's another benefit of digitals, I suppose. Right, let's have a look. I'll do this gold one. I'm going to use a gold thread as well on this. It's happened, yeah. And I'll put a bit more on so that I don't have to keep threading. I'll just do all the gold ones together. Anyway, I hope you're all well and enjoying a nice Sunday afternoon. I may not put this up until tomorrow, Monday. Oh, I think I said that, didn't I, at the beginning? Oh no, not there. I'll do it here. Put a knot in. Yeah, because I'm going to be busy tomorrow, and I'm going to try and increase my output of videos. And sorry, I'm just trying to tie a knot, but I should have tied. Oh, I'll just pull it through and then start again. Yeah, I would like to increase the amount of videos I do. I have the time, and winter means that I spend more time indoors, and you know, having something to focus on is always really cool. You know, it keeps your mind ticking away. I don't want that to go any further through. I was going to say I might do cross stitch on this one. I'm doing it a bit randomly. I do enjoy this. I find it very relaxing, but I'm aware that, you know, for a lot of people it's just boring. Right, so I'm going through paper here. I don't think I could get that paper off. Yeah, it wouldn't come off, so it doesn't matter, because it just provides a bit of stability. And then, you know, when it goes on, glue it onto the page or whatever, and you know, that's an added bonus really, because again it provides a base to work from. Yeah, I find it relaxing, but I know that it isn't everybody's cup of tea. So, but I'm hoping that, oh, just pricked myself. I'm hoping that it will also, you know, the cluster making will also be something that people want to do, and will therefore find some inspiration from this. Although they're quite simple, well, they're very simple. But you know, some people are beginners and they're not sure of the terms and what they are and what they mean. And you know, I remember when I first started watching videos and I had no idea what half the terms were, and you know, I was as confused as anything. Oh, this is terrible sewing. I actually can't see very much. I think this lighting's really poor, even with a ring light. So I'm just going with it, and then it will just look as like a strange sort of stitch. Yeah, so I just want to thank people who've been supporting my channel in different ways, you know, commenting and subscribing and, you know, connecting with me, and also buying my journals. That's the bonus, you know, when people buy the journals. Oh, actually the bonus to me is making connections, to be fair. But you know, when people want to buy your work, that's extremely flattering, and you know, gives you a buzz for a little while, and you feel, you know, obviously the money's nice. But it's not the main reason why I do this. I do it because I enjoy it, and I do like the I like being occupied in this way, and I like connecting with people. I like that, just flipping a bit like that. So I won't stitch that down, I'll just leave it. So I will, well, you can tell how strange my stitching is when you look at the back. Wow, very strange. And I've pulled it a little bit, which is giving it a bit of not really. I was going to say it's just giving it a bit of a, you know, gathered look, but it hasn't really. There we go. So that's the second one. And I will do, as I said, I'll do all of the ones with the gold thread first, and then okay, this one will be interesting. I might just do a row of stitching going up and down. And again, not thinking too much about it, just going for it. When I was away, I had a lovely time with my granddaughter and my grandson doing some stitching, some slow stitching. And when I left my daughter told me that Evie, my granddaughter, was still doing it after I left, which, you know, a few days later, which is lovely to know. I love the fact that I can influence them in that way. Just move those out of the way. I like to think that I help to share skills and things like that, and then, you know, that they enjoy them. I remember years ago when I was teaching children, and we would do sewing. I lived in Greece for a little while, and I would teach children art classes over there. And I remember we did some sewing, and one boy, I think he was 10, maybe a bit younger, and he really flew with stitch sewing. And I remember we talked about it with me and his mum, and sort of saying how good he was at sewing. And she said, well, his granddad was a fisherman, so maybe that had something to do with it, because he used to sew his own fishing nets. So I thought that was a lovely story. Yeah, he really flew with it, and he loved it as well. And you know, it's one of those things where children will, especially boys, they won't be encouraged to do it, because the parents probably very likely won't be going out and buying the things that they need to be able to do it for a start, unless they've got stuff at home. You know, I'm generalising here. I'm just saying, I'm not saying all parents, because I know some parents are very encouraging of boys and girls to do, you know, different activities, and learn new skills. But I'm generalising, so generally I'm talking about it wouldn't be encouraged in a boy. There we go, another one. So it was a really lovely story, and I did love the fact that he was keen. He's all grown up now. I wonder if he remembers. I'm just going to go across this one, because it's such a delicate piece of lace. I just go across it. Whoops. I'm just threading my needle, it came off. I don't think I have anything to tell you really. It's been a busy week, and I have lots to do around the house. And if I do the things that I'm supposed to do, it would be another busy week, which is a good thing. I like to keep busy. One of the things done it again. One of the things I'm thinking about is making sure that I read rather than go on my phone, because it's so easy for me to spend time, you know, mindless time, not mindful, mindless time on a phone. And you know, and it's a dreadful habit. It's a horrible, horrible habit. I've gone over the edge, haven't I? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna have to pull that out. But you know, this is what happens when you're sewing and you're not concentrating. Yeah. So what I'm doing is I'm my aim is to not go on my phone as much, but to read a book. So if I find myself reaching for my phone, I will instead get a book to read. And I've got plenty of books that I haven't read, so not like I have to go out and buy more. Good, that's nice, I like that. So I'll go one more time through there. And one of the things I would love to start doing again is knitting, and I've been looking at patterns, and you know, and I would love to knit. I started a jumper for my daughter years ago, and it's still not finished. That's embarrassing. It sits in a bag, all forlorn, half done. It's actually more than half done. It's almost done. But when it came to the neckline, I messed it up, and I don't know if I like that, you know, like that. I'll take it off and then I'll put it there. I'm just going to cut that little bit off there. Yeah, better. Right, which colour shall I do? I'll do green. I need a little bit of green. Oops. Yeah, I would love to knit a funky jumper. But my daughter's is sort of, you know, sitting in a bag, which makes me ashamed of myself. And yeah, I went wrong on the neckline somewhere, and I'd spent so long on it, and then to go wrong, and then to think that I had to pull half of it back out again, I couldn't face it, and then that was it for me for a little while. And I haven't done any since. But I used to sit in the winter months when my granddaughter was little, and just after she'd been born, and I would knit loads. I would do loads of knitting, and I just haven't done any since. But I really quite like, there's certain patterns that I really like, that I've seen. Yeah, I thought I'd done that. That I've seen come up online, and I wouldn't mind doing myself a nice jumper. I would like to knit my whole family one if I could. But you know, wool is so expensive now, and sadly you can buy jumpers so cheaply, but there's nothing like a homemade jumper. I have a homemade Aran cardigan that was vintage that I bought second hand, and I wear it all winter in different, you know, different scenarios, so just to keep me warm in the house, but also sometimes I go out in it, and when I don't need a jacket. And it's really cosy, and it's just going to last. It's lasted me years already, and it's going to carry on lasting me years. Whereas, you know, a cheap jumper or cardigan, I like that. Really love that lace. I'm just wondering if it needs something across the top there, so I'm going to think about that. I feel that the glue has sort of spoiled the look of it at the top, so I want something to maybe feature at the top there. Right, so that's green. So now, can't find my cream. It will be around somewhere, but I don't know if it matters on here. I'll just use white. Wow, I really am all fingers and thumbs. Okay. I have some mother of pearl buttons I could sew on as well. Maybe some dried flowers. you know, different options. I like combining paper with fabric as well. I could maybe do that. I might do some, I was going to say crosses, but actually there's not much point. Yeah, so are you stitching along with me? I should have said, you know, grab your bits and bobs and do some little fabric clusters with me. It doesn't take much in the way of materials. It's just, I mean, I'm sure if you're junk journaling, you'll probably have a few scraps of fabric or paper or whatever lying around. It's worth, if you don't have fabric, it's worth, you know, maybe having a look at sewing some paper. Cartridge paper sews quite well, although you do need a fine needle, because once you've poked a hole through, obviously with any paper, once you've poked a hole through, that's it, it's through, you know, it doesn't close again like fabric does. So there we go, like that. Wondering whether to do some little French knots or something, but I'll leave it for now. I'll get through these, and because then otherwise you'll be here all day. I just want to get through them. And yes, I will put in the description slow stitch with me fabric clusters. And then you might want to join me. Two more to do. This, I love this. That's so pretty. I really love sparkly things. I'm like a magpie. It always makes me want to. You say it's a very childlike quality, you know, but I think it's just I think we do like sparkly things. I mean, who doesn't like something that sparkles? You know, it would be a sad world if we didn't like something sparkly. Right, that didn't work. Still, it gives me a little bit of tension to work with. Love this. This will be... Look at that. Isn't that pretty? I'm wondering if any of you are new to my channel, if you saw in my autumn journals, I did some slow stitch pockets. You know, sort of here we've got a little, you could use where you know, you could put something in like that. Or if it was bigger, for example, this one, I could always use that as a little tuck. It would be too small probably, but you know, you could with other things, with larger pieces, use them as little tucks. Where am I? Here we go. Yeah, I mean, I'm always keen on sewing. I'm just not very good at it in terms of sort of embroidery and stuff like that. I'm just not. I don't take the time to learn it properly. Right, there we go. But I like slow stitch. I like the hand stitch of, you know, keeping it simple. Lovely. So pretty. Right, one more. I'm just going to keep this, go back with, I'm going to use this white just to do it. I'm not, you know, rather than go all the way across, I'll just go as far as the lace goes, if I've got enough. Might not have enough. It's a very pretty colour. I don't think I make very colourful journals. I can't remember if I made a colourful one. There we go. That was simple and quick. Right, there we go. So that just easily flips up like that. I'll just cut that off. There we go. So yeah, some quick little, I have this. That would be lovely. Just a couple of pieces. I used a little piece of this on the journal I just have. Isn't that gorgeous? I might stitch that on. Oh, that would be lovely actually. The only thing is I don't like the bulk, but that's just too nice to ignore. Yeah, I might do that, but I won't do it now. I will decorate them on another. I'll do another video, but the next video I will maybe stitch some buttons and things on and pearl. I've got some pearl beads and things, and then what I could do is just do something a little bit more advanced, like a larger piece. So yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, and you know, just something to stitch along with me, have a little chat, and yeah. So thank you for watching, and take care, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye for now.